Hi, guys. Welcome to Farmer Fridays. My name is Elizabeth Lynch, and I am your Miss West Virginia 2022. So I've noticed that after Miss America, I had a lot more people who followed my Instagram and Facebook page and TikTok. And I really wanted to take some time to introduce you to what Farmer Fridays are, introduce you to who I am and my mission through the Miss America organization. And I wanted to go ahead and make that recording today so we can get started and get excited for the Farmer Fridays to come. So, as I mentioned, I'm Elizabeth Lynch. I grew up in Martinsburg, West Virginia. And at 5, I started riding horses. And 9, I started raising swine through 4-H. And then I got involved in FFA. And I knew during that time that I really wanted to be a part of the agricultural industry and try to make a difference through that. But my family doesn't own a farm. I am a first generation agriculturist. And I think that's really an important message to get out there. And that's the idea that agriculture is so much more than cows, sows, and plows. You don't have to live on a farm to be a part of the agricultural industry. There are so many jobs that are out there for you that don't necessitate you working on a farm every day. So for me, I really wanted to take my ag background and my love for science and make that my education and my future career. So I received my bachelor's degree in animal and poultry science from Delaware State University, where I worked closely with a small ruminant parasitologist, and I did research for him on sheep and goats and the Haemonchus contortus parasite. From that point, I went to West Virginia University and got my master's this past spring in food and nutritional science with a focus on poultry nutrition and feed manufacture research. So I spent the last 2 years working with chickens, which is West Virginia's #1 agricultural commodity. So it was a phenomenal experience, but I decided too that my education isn't quite done. So I want to get my PhD and continue to work with food animals, continue to work with parasites, and try to combine my now very small nutrition background with my love for parasitology and microbiology, and of course, the ag industry itself. My ultimate goal is to become a professor and do research at a land-grant university and just inspire young minds to also become a part of the agricultural industry as well. So a lot of stuff going on, but when I got involved in the Miss America organization, I wanted to make sure that I was able to pay for all of those years of schooling, which is why I even started. But I really fell in love with the service idea. So I took my love for agriculture and I made it my social impact initiative. And that initiative is called Growing Up, Growing Ag, Advocating for American Agriculture. This mission for me has been a whirlwind over the last 5.5 years, but I have the opportunity to talk to our agriculturists all over West Virginia. And now, because of Miss America, I've got the opportunity to talk to agriculturists all over our nation. I work directly with the farm bureaus and I speak with them as a keynote speaker. I have visited, of course, schools and 4-H and FFA events, and I talk with them about, getting excited about agriculture. I started the Miss West Virginia Green Thumb Challenge, and that teaches young children about germination, and it teaches them how to grow their own plants at home. But we start with a small pea plant, and they get to measure the pea plant's progress. So I just have so many different ideas and so many different opportunities and many different things that I've been able to do through the Miss West Virginia organization and with my titles. But my Farmer Friday interviews, something that I really wanted to talk about today, actually started because of the pandemic. In 2020, of course, we weren't able to go out and speak with people and be around people. And that's primarily what I did. I wanted to make sure that I was out there as boots on the ground at our farmers markets and promoting their businesses. And I didn't get that opportunity in 2020. Nobody did. So how in the world do I make that happen? And I started Farmer Fridays. And this gives me the opportunity to speak to different agriculturists all over West Virginia and now all over America. When we are given our crown and sash, we're told that our crowns are considered our microphones. We use our crowns to amplify our voices and our mission. And I wanted to make sure that the people of West Virginia weren't just hearing my voice. I wanted to amplify the voices of our agriculturists. I want them to give had the opportunity to tell their story. And hopefully, what that does is it gives people different ideas for agricultural careers. It gives them different resources to go out and read and get more information, but it also tells a story from the agriculturist perspective. It says exactly what's going on our farms, in our ag industry, and gives our consumers more of an idea of what's actually happening. So I love doing these interviews. I love having that opportunity. And typically, every single Friday, you'll have some sort of person to listen to, and you can find those interviews on my Facebook page. I create a link to them on my Instagram page. You can find them on my Miss West Virginia Elizabeth Lynch YouTube channel, and I'll always have links to that. And now you can find it on Spotify as well. So in this post that I'll make today, you can click on all of those links to explore previous Farmer Friday interviews. Just go ahead and listen to those. They're phenomenal. They're phenomenal opportunities for you to get that information. And I love speaking to these people. They've got such amazing stories and backgrounds that they are willing to share with the world. I also wanted to mention too that I'm available to come speak to your farm bureaus across the nation. I'm available to come speak to FFA groups and 4-H groups. I'm available to visit your farm and see exactly what you're doing. Just for example, I visited Delightful Dairy and was able to go visit their dairy operations and how they make cheese, but I was able to record all of that and put that information out there. So if you are interested in having me visit your farm, do that appearance, please shoot me a message. Let me know. I'll be happy to answer that. I will actually attach my email to this as well, so that you can shoot me an email if you want to have a Farmer Friday interview. Please reach out to me. I'm always reaching out to people, but I love it when people come to me too. So don't hesitate to shoot me a message. I'd love to work with you. I'd love to have this conversation. So I wanted to end this quick segment with an answer to a question that I ask every single person in my Farmer Friday interviews. That question is, why do you believe in the future of agriculture? I believe because I know that we have no choice but to believe. Without the future of agriculture, we won't have the food, the fuel, and the fiber necessary to sustain our daily lives. So support your local farmers. Go out, thank your local farmers, and thank them for the hard work that they're doing to ensure that you can live out every single day and do so sustainably. So thank you so much for listening. Tune in next week for our Farmer Friday interviews. I'm very excited about this and very excited to share this piece of me with you. Talk to you all soon.